What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So we're going to start today's video off in my little pumpkin patch. The time has come. It is finally time to cut the pumpkins off the vine because everything has died around them, so I don't think I'm going to be getting any more pumpkins this year. But I'm happy with the 2 pumpkins that I got and then the 1 gourd. These are great decorating pumpkins. So we're going to start our day off with coffee and cutting the pumpkins. I'm happy with the 3 that I did get this year, but I'm definitely going to plant a lot more next year in hopes that I at least get like 10. So I want to get these off the wet ground. I don't know what your weather is like where you're from, but during the day, we're in the high 70s. Low 80s, and then at night it gets so chilly that we have to turn our furnace on. So since it's so chilly, the ground is like really wet. It's been raining for almost 3 days here, and I want to get these pumpkins off the ground so that way they don't rot. My deck is so plain. All of my flowers have died. I was so sad to see them go, but there was no way I could prevent them. I still do have some ferns that are hanging around, and I can carry these in at night, but they also look like they're kind of dying. So I'm just going to keep these pumpkins up here on my porch for now, and as time goes on, I'll eventually move them up here to my rails or maybe out by my mailbox whenever I start decorating. I'm going to keep them tucked away in this little corner until then. So moving on inside, I want to decorate in my kitchen for fall. I usually jump right into decorating for Halloween, but I want to kind of drag it out until October gets here. I don't want to decorate for Halloween. I want to use my fall decor because I always overlook it and it never gets any use. So we're going to start slow this year, and maybe if we start slow, I can stretch out the decorating and content for here on my channel as well. So I'm just going to knock these dishes out. I'm washing them with just a little bit of bleach and dish soap in very hot water. Like you can see the steam. And that is because I do have the window open. I've got all of my windows open since it is really cool out today. So that way we can get some fresh air. I got this power foaming kitchen cleaner from the Dollar Tree. And I'm thinking it's like a dupe for like maybe the pink stuff. And I'm just going to use this to clean out my sink really good. I love watching all of the foam disappear. And so I'm just using the sponge that I used on my dishes to scrub out the sink. And then after, I'll toss it. I don't know who else can relate, but I go through sponges like crazy. They get maybe 2 good uses and then I toss them. So when I buy sponges, I buy them in bulk. To me, I feel like Dollar Tree has the best sponges. I buy them in like a 10-pack. And they just hold up so well without ripping or getting all mushy because they are real sponges. But yeah, they get 2 uses and then done. And I move on to the next. So I'm really excited to start decorating in here. You guys know that throughout the year, my mobile home just stays black, white, and gray. And the only pop of color I have in here is like the green from my plants. So I get really excited whenever fall weather comes up in autumn because I get to add the burnt oranges, the pops of oranges and yellow, and it just makes my home feel so cozy. Went ahead and switched out my hand soap for the pumpkin pecan waffles from Bath & Body Works. And I got this big old tub of wipes. They're disinfectant wipes. I got them from the Dollar Tree as well. There's like 160 of them in there, and they're pretty decent size. So I'm going to use these to just wipe down and disinfect all of my counters. So I don't show on camera, but I do also wipe down my ice maker. I wipe down the back walls. Just anything in my sight, I'll wipe down as I go. And then I'm also using this foam cleaner to clean the top of my stove as well. I absolutely love this foaming spray. I just love wiping away the foam. It just makes me visualize all the dirt leaving. When I wipe up the foam, it's like all the dirt leaves as well. So I'll definitely be repurchasing that spray. And then I've got this pumpkin spice buttercream candle. This is from a friend who recently started her own little business, and she's just now starting out. So I do have some goodies to show you guys that she will be launching this fall. They're all so good. So first off, we have these pumpkin melts with the glitter. So cute. You can get this whole little bag for like such a good price. And then she also made a dupe for the pumpkin pecan waffles from Bath and Body Works. And then these cute little glass candles. They all have glitter in them. They all smell absolutely amazing. I'm going to put the name of her company down here on the screen so you guys can check her out. She is so on point with her smells, and this whole collection just like screams fall. I also got this Strawberry Moon room and linen spray. This smells so creamy and so sweet. It honestly smells like a pastry. So definitely check her out for your smell good needs. You will not regret it. So I'm switching out the wreath here on my little welcome sign that I keep hung here on the cabinets. Since I do have so many cabinets and they're white, they just like blend in with the ceiling. So I like to keep this hung up here year round because it kind of breaks up the cabinets a little bit and it really draws in your eye. And then I picked up these little glass plants from the Dollar Tree. I love the brown jar that they're in. Once you put them in front of light, they kind of glow this amber color. And so I thought they'd be perfect right here on my windowsill for a pop of color. And I can also keep these out during Halloween time as well, since they look brown, but they also have the little black rim on them. I just love them. It really brings this space to life. And then I picked all of this stuff up from the Dollar General and the Dollar Tree. So I just emptied out the bag and I'm going to start decorating my new corner stand. So first off, I'm removing the garland. But guys, check out this huge white ceramic rooster that I found at a thrift shop the other day. I absolutely love it. You guys know that I'm going with the farmhouse theme. And I've been putting so much different stuff up here, and I'm just not liking it because it looks too crowded. But this white rooster looks so clean and so classy, and it is a really big piece. So I can put something bigger up here that is white, and it still makes the space look good without it being too much. So I'm just going to keep this up for the rest of the fall season. I may even keep it up for Christmas, I don't know, but I feel like it definitely goes with the theme. So I've got all of this garland in little picks, and I'm just trying to make a little arrangement up here around the rooster. All this orange really makes him pop, and so this is what it turned out like. I love how some of it is draping over the side. And then I've got these huge picks that I'm going to stick down in these little white glass mason jars. So I use these mason jars during the summer and spring too. I just put greenery in them and I just keep recycling them. So that way I don't have to keep buying new. And I'm just going to slowly start filling in all of this. I've got these cute pumpkin mugs that I'm going to hang here. I got them from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to put this little arrangement right here. And then once I got the mugs hung, I thought, well, you can't even see the plant. So should I just do the mugs? And then I put this little thing together and I thought, let me remove one of the mugs so that way I can use this as well. I just thought it looked so good. And I'm just going in and I'm removing all of the greenery and putting some type of orange there. And then I got this cute little cup that says pumpkin spice. I thought it'd be so cute in front of my cutting board and spoon rest for a little pop of color. And so this is what it all looks like. You see how one simple color can just bring everything to life and make it really stand out and pop. That is why I love decorating with oranges. And then you can have some little reds and yellows in there as well. So I also picked up this very old light from the thrift store. Some sweet old lady was putting it in her booth and I snagged it up. I'm not sure where she got this, but I've never seen anything like it. It almost reminds me of like the Bath and Body Works stuff that they sell, their little wall plugs. And of course, I've got to re-wipe down my countertops because all of the garland just let off so much glitter. And so everything just needs to be re-wiped down one last time. And I'm also going to wipe down my table. So you guys know how I said I do not like the color of the top of this table because it doesn't blend in with everything. Well, I love it in the fall time because that richness from the brown and the wood just ties in with all of my orange decor. So I put off on painting it. If I do decide to paint it, it definitely will not be until after Christmas because it's going to go perfect with the fall, the Halloween, and then the Thanksgiving month. So we're going to hold off on that. I've pulled out my vacuum, so I'm just vacuuming up the floors. They really needed it because everything that I pulled out and was decorating with, it's all over the floor. Glitter, little berries, and just all kinds of particles from all the garland. So we're going to get them really good and clean so that way I can go through and shine these floors up. So I'm only focusing on the kitchen for now. And then I'll do another video on doing the living room. I'm going to decorate that for fall too. I'm not sure if I have much fall stuff to decorate within there because you guys know I go crazy with the Halloween in there. But we're going to figure something out. We're going to make it work because the living room looks so plain and boring now compared to my kitchen. I'm just ready for like orange to throw up all in there. The living room is literally screaming for a pop of color to bring it to life. And so I'm going to wipe down my floors on my hands and knees today. It just needs it. It's been really rainy out there and I do have dogs, so they're tracking in little muddy prints. When the mud dries, it turns to dust and it just coats these floors like chalk. So every once in a while, I do like to get down on my hands and knees and give it a good scrubbing. And I do that a lot during the burr months. So October, November, December, and then all the way up until spring because the ground just stays wet. And so the dogs just keep dragging in mud. During the summer, that's the only break I get where I can just strictly use the mop. And it's so easy, so fast. I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm 34 years old and I do not have back problems until colder weather comes. And that is because I do get on my hands and knees and I'm always bent over scrubbing something. And it's not really that easy on my body or my knees. I'm starting to learn that with age, but it has to be done. So I have a question. I love my floors. I love them. They look so rich. I love the different shades of the brown. But when we put these in, our walls were like a cream color. They were brown before that because they are paneling. All of my cabinets were brown. All of my furniture was. And so I was really into warm tones. And now that everything is cool tones, what do you guys think about the floor? I mean, it looks good. I can clearly see that. But what would you guys think if I put lighter color floors in here? It's nothing set in stone, but it's just something that I've kind of been thinking about. But I'm just going to finish up cleaning these floors. I'm loving all of the decor that I put out. I didn't go too crazy. Sometimes too much can be too overwhelming. And when I have too much out, I just want to take it down sooner. But this is what we're working with so far. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I've had a lot of comments begging for the fall content. So I'm hoping a lot of you enjoyed this. And that is going to be all for today's video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.